We live in an age in which human activity has so altered the Earth's ecology, oceans, and atmosphere that the health of our planet is now at risk. The harm and suffering caused by climate change, biodiversity loss, and toxic pollution are disproportionately distributed to the poorest, most vulnerable, and most disenfranchised populations around the globe. To address these issues, we are building new, green, affordable, and mixed-income housing and purchasing and greening existing buildings around the nation. We start from a moral perspective and ask, what is the right thing to do? And then we figure out the economic way to achieve it.
We have developed an economic model to leverage private equity, debt, and public sources to acquire buildings, green them, and deliver our residents with safe, green, stable, affordable housing, which we call communities of opportunity. The location of a building is as important an environmental factor as the greenness of a building itself. Properties that have access to mass transit have an inherent connectedness to the world around them, including jobs, schools, and community-serving retail that benefits residents.
It's a 2-minute walk from the train station to my apartment complex, so the train is really accessible.
The energy used to heat, cool, and power existing buildings is one of the most significant contributors of greenhouse gas emissions in the country. And most of the buildings standing today are the same buildings that will be here in 2030 and 2050 when we need to meet our climate goals. This means we need to address energy use and emissions in the buildings that are already here. We implement energy conservation and efficiency strategies to cut our energy use at every property in our portfolio, reducing both our emissions and operating costs. We take a data-driven approach, using utility benchmarking and energy audits to develop a comprehensive green retrofit scope that includes all measures with a payback of 5 years or less and leverages grants, incentives, and green financing products. Our green retrofit measures include common sense items like installing LED lights and sensors, Energy Star appliances, variable frequency drive motors, adding insulation, and improving air sealing. We also upgrade heating, cooling, and domestic hot water equipment with high-efficiency models, as well as windows, roofs, and other systems at the end of their useful life. By replacing fossil fuel systems with electric, we can decarbonize our buildings to take advantage of cleaner, renewable energy technologies, and it future-proofs our buildings.
My electricity is a lot cheaper than where I lived before. It's like $30 less a month for me now. For my budget, that's very good because I live on a fixed income.
Planting indigenous landscapes and community gardens deeply connects our residents and staff with nature, restores biodiversity, and cools the surrounding area.
I think it's nice that they have places where you can grow the vegetables. It's a sense of community when you have people growing vegetables together, having a chat with your friends, enjoy the trees and the squirrels, and butterflies.
Rainwater harvesting helps us irrigate the landscape while also conserving water and reducing stormwater runoff. We also install low-flow fixtures and other water conservation strategies in all of our projects.
They put it in a more efficient shower head and it works excellent.
We ensure that all of the materials and cleaning products we use in our buildings are free of toxics and chemicals of concern. By carefully vetting the materials and products we use, we not only have positive impact on our communities, helping residents and staff avoid asthma attacks, hospital visits, and chronic illness, but we also ensure that our products are durable for the long term.
This is my first, time ever living in a green environment, and my son isn't having a bunch of asthma attacks, so I see the difference.
We've been on the forefront of investing for impact and implementing cost-effective energy retrofits for so long that we've helped create some of the financing tools, policies, and programs that have become part of the mainstream. In the coming years, we will continue to work on models to make our buildings healthier and more efficient for the residents we serve, and share best practices in an effort to achieve impact at scale.
If we can create models that are easy to replicate and others follow, then good ideas will spread. It is only when these ideas are vastly distributed throughout the real estate world that we will put ourselves on the pathway to planetary health.